Today I'm going to be sharing this sumptuous, crunchy, yummy chinchin recipe. So come with me and let's get on. So the first thing we're going to be doing is to dissolve our sugar inside water. As usual, I've listed the ingredients in the description box, so feel free to check. Next, we measure out our flour, adding some baking powder and some cinnamon powder. Now with your balloon whisk, you can mix up the dry ingredients properly. I don't have one, so I'll be using a fork. While this is mixing, I want to take up a few seconds to appreciate everyone who has been new and old to my channel. Thank you so much for engaging. To my new subscribers, I say thank you so much. So next we're going to be adding butter to this dry ingredient. So we're going to be working this through with our fingers until it resembles fine breadcrumbs. Once we achieve that desired texture, I'm going to go in with my flavor. I prefer milk flavor and some vanilla flavors. Work that through with your fingers as well. I had to change to a larger bowl because the one I used earlier was a bit smaller. So we're checking up on our sugar and water mixture right now. It's dissolving, so you just have to work your way down through so that the base can mix up as well. So I just opened up the center of the flour mixture and added some of the sugar mixture bit by bit. You don't want to go in too fast so you don't have a runny dough. Continue with the consistency, continue mixing while you add the water gradually until you have a very smooth, perfect dough, guys. And so we work that through and allow it to rest for some few minutes, and then we're back to it. So since we're going to be kneading, I'm going to be cutting this up into halves. Feel free to take a sizable quantity that you can roll because we're going to be kneading and rolling at the same time. You don't have to be hard on yourself. Just cut up a sizable quantity that you can knead, like I'm doing. I'm trying to flatten the surface so that I can have a nice shape when I cut them up. Flatten this up. You don't need to be too flat, just like 1/3 thickness of the dough is okay. I'm cutting up the excesses so I can have a clean cut. Then I work my way through line by line until I'm done with this particular dough that I flattened. Just like a sequence, you cut them up in a row so you have smooth strands. I would love to mention that this is not the only shape or size of chinchin that you can have. I'm just doing this because I want to do cubes or squares rather. So feel free to do any shape that you want. This is just my choice for today. So I'm just going to cut up some squares because that's how I want the shapes to be. Feel free to make a twist, circles, rings, anything of your choice is okay. But I just want to have square chinchin, so I'm just cutting squares right now. When you have a perfect chinchin mixture, you don't need to sprinkle flour on your work surface. Everything is just neat, as you can see. Chinchin frying requires the deep frying, so I'm just going to get the deep pot and add in my vegetable oil. Leave that at medium heat and ready to fry, okay? You can see how this chinchin cuts look so neat. I didn't sprinkle flour on it because sprinkling of flour in your chinchin or your pastry rather makes the oil to overflow when frying, so you don't want that in your chinchin. So with that, I'm just going to go in with the oil. Just take some few cubes of this chinchin for a test run. Usually the first batch is more like a test run, so I just add it to my oil. Can you see that? Looks so nice. This is medium hot oil, guys. So we'll continue to give that a stir. You don't want it to burn. Fry that up until it's golden brown. That's my choice of chinchin. If it's golden brown, it's usually tasty and nice looking, guys. So you can see that. Just continue this process until all your cut up chinchin, you're done with the entire cut up chinchin. And that leaves us with a very yummy, crunchy, tasty, and attractive cinnamon chinchin, guys. Oh, this chinchin is so nice and crunchy. I'm sure you would want to try this, right? Let me know what you think about this chinchin. Would you be trying that? See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.